The downfall of Grower Garden. In this video, we are going to cover the concerns of Grower Garden potentially on its way out. Grower Garden is a game that has been destroying concurrent player tallies over the summer holiday. Well, that's until recent events, but more on that later in the video. However, in recent weeks, that number has dropped drastically. So what is making Grower Garden numbers drop so massively? Why is Grower Garden dropping in concurrent players? And the biggest question of all, is Grower Garden actually beginning to downfall into the abyss? Well, in the video, I have put together all of my research that is going to cover every topic under the sun. And there's so many different places that I could start. But the smallest one, and I think the main one that I'm going to just start with and just completely get out of the way, is this thing right here, the giant honeysuckle. Yep, that thing absolutely destroyed the game. As you can see in my game right now, I am on 5.006 quadrillion. So for me, I don't ever need to go to this thing right here. Steven, you're absolutely useless to me. And I think that majority of players on this game has managed to get their hands on one of those honeysuckles. And that has just simply completely destroyed off the game. One sale of these bad boys would sort you out for eternity, making you never need to sell anything ever again. And that's just one very small point that I want to point out, that thing right there, it is the one thing that I think was the beginning of destroying this game. The second point that I am going to move on to is the Roblox backlash in recent months. I'm talking about this issue right here, Schlep. So Schlep is a YouTuber who focuses on Roblox. He claims to have been groomed earlier in his life and now spends time doing sting operations on Roblox, setting up decoy accounts that pretend to be minors, exposing alleged sexual predators, gathering evidence, and reporting them to the authorities. His work on Roblox has reportedly helped to lead 6 arrests of people allegedly involved in inappropriate behavior with minors on Roblox. So what did Roblox decide to do? Yeah, they sent him this thing right here, full legal cease and desist notice from Roblox to me. So if you guys would like to pause the video at any time right now and read this for yourself, then absolutely make sure to do so, but I am not going to be doing that. But Roblox banned all accounts associated with Schlep. They also sent him a cease and desist letter saying he violated their terms and services. The company claims that such vigilant operations pose risks that pretending to be minors, gathering private communication, or trying to confront predators outside of the official channels could interfere with investigations or lead to unsafe situations. Now it's been that big that we've even had Mr. Creekcraft right here talking about it.
So Roblox banned Schlep. If you don't know, Schlep was a Roblox YouTuber who caught bad actors in the Roblox community. And over the weekend, they threatened to sue him and sent him a cease and desist letter. Roblox claims that online vigilantes like Schlep are hurting the platform. What do you think about this? So Roblox banned Schlep.
So yeah, that's pretty crazy, huh? And this has received an absolute ton of media attention, even making it into the news.
Roblox is one of the most used gaming platforms in the world, topping over 82 million daily active users. 40% of those are 12 years old and younger. The platform is now under scrutiny by the state and its own community over how it handles child safety. Devin Cruz has more.
Petitions, lawsuits, investigations, and even arrests related to the use of Roblox have erupted recently, claiming the platform isn't doing enough to protect kids. Earlier this year, 2 Louisiana men were arrested for preying on kids on the site.
The parish sheriff was executing a warrant and encountered an individual who was masking his voice as a 14-year-old girl while he was actively using Roblox to prey on young children.
Attorney General Liz Murrill is suing Roblox over consumer fraud, but the basis of her claim is that it isn't a safe platform for kids.
Everything they do is designed to increase user engagement numbers, which increase their profitability.
Roblox says it has programs like Roblox Sentinel, an AI model that monitors voice and text chat for unsafe content. The company also says it has reworked age verification on the platform, but not everyone is convinced it's enough.
People are just upset about how Roblox is handling and treating safety of their users, and that's pretty much how we've gotten here.
YouTuber and Roblox content creator going by the handle Schlep was recently banned from the platform after he took matters into his own hands, catching predators Chris Hansen style. But Schlep says he did it with police involved.
Either during the catch or before the catch, we would let the police department know what was going on. And we would never come into this from a confrontational perspective. We would just be like, hey, man, we know what's going on. We just want to have a conversation and talk about it.
Schlep says he tried to work with Roblox on this and instead was banned for violating its policies.
I made it very clear in my content that I wanted a line so I could report these people to Roblox. And the first line of contact, actual official contact I got from Roblox was the cease and desist letter.
Roblox says it can't allow vigilantes.
So I can only assume that with that possibility, that is the biggest backlash in Roblox's history. That parents have seen this and have chosen to take the step in not allowing their children to have access to Roblox. And let's be honest, Roblox Grow Garden is a pretty kiddie-based game. I mean, I think it's also attracted a lot of attention from the higher aged people as well, just simply because of how well it actually did at one point. But you could just imagine the amount of parents that have said, nope, you're not playing this game anymore, and that has absolutely destroyed it. Now, I'm sure that that's not going to be a huge number into comparison of the concurrent players that were originally on this game, but it's going to be a fair handful. So how can Roblox survive such a nasty backlash? Well, I think the main idea for Roblox is to keep quiet, as I don't think, in my opinion, much has been dealt with about this. And the other thing that I will say is I saw somewhere that there was an RDC event and that there was a Q&A bit with the CEO, David Bazuki, and all of the content creators were told to not talk about the Q&A and to not record the Q&A. So it looks as though Roblox are genuinely trying to keep quiet about this whole situation, and genuinely it's not a very good look for them. And I think that that has had also a knock effect to Grow a Garden. However, I did mention earlier about Grow a Garden player counts. Now, Grow a Garden went through a phase of numbers rising weekly. Now, this could be due to the summer holidays. However, its main competitor, Steal a Brainrot, this weekend just hit an all-time high. As mentioned here by the Roblox status, Steal a Brainrot is now the highest on Roblox for concurrent players, just this weekend hitting 24,000,000.1, which is absolutely crazy. I should have said 24.1 million, but you guys get the gist. So 24.1 million players were playing Steal a Brainrot at one time, although that says Brainrot. Now moving on to Grow a Garden, Grow a Garden's peak was 22.3 million concurrent players, which still is genuinely massive. And like I just said, as of recently, Steal a Brainrot has just absolutely smashed that one out of the park. And I just want to show you something real quick, and yes, it relates back to my good old friend Creekcraft once again.
Is Grow a Garden dying? I saw this tweet showing that Grow a Garden dipped under 1 million players. In fact, Steal a Brainrot did too. But I don't think these games are dying. I think people just forget that kids are back in school now. What do you think?
So yeah, Mr. Creekcraft, yeah, you did have a very good point, but Steal a Brainrot has just smashed the all-time record of concurrent players, and kids are back in school. So let's be honest, Grow a Garden now genuinely has no excuse. So does this mean that Roblox Grow a Garden is actually dying? Well, with 1.6 million players currently playing the game, well, I could imagine way back in time that there was quite a few more players. I think that it was normally sat around 2 or 3 million people playing this game. And if we head over to Steal a Brainrot right now, Steal a Brainrot actually has less players active playing right now on this game than it does on Roblox Grow a Garden. So take that as you wish. But do I think that Roblox Grow a Garden is dying out? In my honest opinion, yes, I do. I think that the updates on the game as well have genuinely not been that good. I mean, this one right here, I think it's actually a pretty decent update. And the last fairy update as well was also pretty cool. But I think what they need to sort out is this thing right here. I think that what they've got to try and do is they've got to try and figure out a way to try and get people's money down. And also, I think that when you also have, like, you know, the rare rare things like this. They've got the swan, and you got all these rare things. You got the phoenix right here as well. These things genuinely need to be sorted out. Sorted out in a way where if you ever try and get like a rare pet, like it's got to be easier to get. Because let's go to my garden, for example. Now I put down 6 eggs somewhere. I think they're over this way somewhere. Hello, eggs. Well, wherever my eggs are, they take a very long time to hatch. And I think that, you know, the probabilities of actually getting a different thing. I'm going to load up the other one and wonder if it's in the other one. Oh, there we go. There they all are. Yeah, so what I was saying is the probabilities of like getting a rare pet from these eggs is very, very small. Now, if I get one right now, it's going to absolutely show up this video like no tomorrow. But I've got an ant, I've got a caterpillar, I've got a snail. Let's go to this one. It's probably going to be also a load of rubbish. Let's go to this one. It's also going to be a load of rubbish. And it is honestly kind of boring that you really don't get many good pets from these things. Like, it's kind of boring. Like, there's rare pets in the game that is so hard. I think I've genuinely only ever hatched 2. I think I've hatched 2 rare pets, that being the octopus right here, as well as a red fox I think I got. But this is what I do every single time. I just go to this, I sell, and I just sell everything that I just got. It's absolutely pointless. So yeah, what I do is I post these back down again, and I wait for this, and then I hatch absolutely nothing again. And it's just a complete roll of things that just bore everybody, I think. So I think that that's also another issue that the game has, is that it's kind of hard to get pets, and it's kind of boring, the whole fact that you have to wait for such a long time. Like, if they shortened the time on these eggs, I think that it would make the game a whole lot better. But like I was saying with this thing down here as well, they've really got to try and sort this out so that if you are buying like flowers or carrots or whatever it is, it's a percentage of this rather than 10 cents, because look, I'm going to be here forever. Like, I'm never going to need to sell anything ever again. And I genuinely think that that's where the main issue comes from, is these honeysuckles have completely destroyed the game. It's now not a necessity to try and get, you know, the best plant. Like, it's just pointless. So yes, I do think Grow a Garden is dying, but what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to put in the comment section down below, do you also think that Grow a Garden is dying? Because for me, I think that it's dropped out quite massively. I think that these updates are potentially going to bring it back a little bit, but I want to hear what you guys think. But if you did enjoy this video and you would like to see more videos like this in the future, then please make sure to be using star code Antixx when you're buying Robux or Premium, and until the next time, peace.